The next exercise we're going to do is the push-up for the upper body. So we're letting our lower body muscles rest after the squats, and now we're going to work the upper body. It's mostly chest muscles and shoulders and arms, okay? But you're also going to really scoop your navel into your spine and keep that plank position as Megan, again, is going to demonstrate a wall push-up. That's going to be the easiest level for a push-up, and then we'll progress it from there. So she's going to face the wall with her hands just outside her shoulders and at chest level, so lower them for me a little bit, right, just below the shoulders. And the heels are going to be up, so she's going to be on the balls of her feet, and she's really going to scoop the navel into the spine and lengthen in the lower back. That's by scooping in there, keeping that nice and tight in the core. That's going to lengthen that. Okay, and she's just going to think, bending her elbows to lower her forehead towards the wall and just driving them out to the side. Drive those elbows out to the side and push all the way back, full range to straight elbows. Good. And then you don't want to stop when you get down there. You want to complete it, but then go right back. Yes, good. So nice 1, 2, 3, and 2 counts back. So slow, 2, 3, a little quicker, back. Good. And do what you can, the range that you can. Scoop a little bit more tight. Yeah, and you want to take your hips with you like Megan's doing. Sometimes the hips stay back and it's not really as much weight on the shoulder area, which is what we want. So we can strengthen it. Good. So this is a way to start if it's hard for you to go at a lower incline. Now we're going to move to the second level, the progression for the push-up, which is a little harder because it's on an incline, right? So there's more weight in her shoulders and her chest. So we're going to use this counter here. You can use a sturdy kitchen counter or a bench if you're outdoors, something sturdy so your body is on this angle. So the position is always the same for all of the progressions of the push-up, for all levels. So she's going to place her hands on the counter and extend her legs out. Her heels are going to be hip width or slightly wider. If they're slightly wider, go ahead and do that for me. Move your feet wider. That's going to make it a little bit easier. A little bit more of a wider base of support makes it a little bit less challenging, which is fine. So bring your feet in just a little bit. We'll do somewhere in between. And make sure that the heels are up the whole time. That's very important to maintain the plank position. And you're just going to... Sometimes people are back a little bit too far, I see a lot. So you're just going to inch your toes towards the counter a little bit. Good. And now her arms are right across from her chest. And she's going to lower her body as much as she can, maintaining the plank position. And push back. Excellent. Good. And you're going to do whatever you can. They can get smaller in range as far as how low you go. Just make sure your elbows get nice and straight. Pushing back. We want to do full range whenever possible. You see her whole body here. She's going to really scoop in those abs. Keep that a little bit more tucked under. Tuck your pelvis, your hips under a little bit. Good. Not too rounded, but tucked under. That's better. Okay? Really working the whole core, the whole body. Nice. This is level 3 of the push-ups. This is a standard push-up on a mat, on the ground. And it is definitely the hardest, so it's a nice challenge. Okay, so Kat is going to demonstrate for us. She's going to place her hands shoulder width or slightly wider. Bring them a little bit more on the edge of the mat. Good. And you want your wrists right under your shoulders. And then she's going to scoop her stomach and get ready to hold those hips in place in a plank position. Neck is great, nice and long and head in line. And just extend your knees up, one leg at a time. And straighten, and then the other one, and she's in her nice plank position. She's going to just bend those elbows out to the side, maintaining this good form, and pick your own range, go right back up to straight elbows. Good, and do a few more. Good, and you do what you can. And then you just progress, adding on 1 a week, 2 a week, 2 a month, and it looks like she can crank 1 more out. With good form. Good, and then rest. Just bring your knees down. And that was full push-up. Okay.